The length of the head and body is 120 to 160 centimeters, the length of the tail is 15 to 20 centimeters, the height of the body is 70 to 100 centimeters and the weight is 25 to 120 kilograms. Males have long horns that are curved in the shape of a sickle and knots are seen on it, each knot representing 1 year of the animal's age. The length of the horns reaches up to 152 centimeters. The horn in the female is narrower and shorter and does not exceed a few centimeters. It has a stout and muscular body with a gray-brown or yellow color. In general, males are darker than females. Adult males are lighter, have a long black beard and a dark band that forms the collar from the back of the animal to the chest. There are black hairs on the front part of the leg. The body coat becomes lighter in winter. Males have special secretory glands under the tail that are activated during the mating season. Mountain goats are diurnal, herbivorous and ruminant animals, but sometimes they graze at night. They have a strong sense of smell, hearing and vision and live socially. Females of mountain goats live in herds apart from the males along with the younger ones. Sometimes the old herds are separated from the herd and live in holes and hard-to-reach rocks, which are called herds. When these animals feel danger, they make a cough-like sound similar to bark, but the main sound of goats is like a goat's bleating. In the rumen of some of them, there is a small ball made of skin and hair, which is called antidote and they value it medicinally. They live in mountainous areas and climb the difficult rocks well. Mountain goats have a strong attachment to rocky areas. No animal is able to chase and catch them in rocky areas. Some people consider the name paysan to be synonymous with autumn, which is the best hunting season for this animal, but others believe that the name paysan is because the animal stomps its feet on the ground when it feels threatened. They graze well in autumn and get fat. Some goats make short trips from high altitudes to lower areas in winter, but others stay in snow-covered altitudes all winter and sometimes even go to higher altitudes, where there is no snow due to strong winds and plants are accessible. They feed on fodder, bushes and tree branches. They usually graze near the rocks in the early morning and early evening. They stand on two legs to use tree leaves. Sometimes they go to the top of the tree through the bent branches near the ground level. In summer, they drink water almost every day in hot and dry areas, but they are also seen in some high mountain areas without water sources. Goats usually go to the watering holes in the early morning, which may be a long distance from the animal's pasture and resting place, and return after drinking water. Antelope reproduction, in autumn, which is the mating season, the herds of goats and goats mix together. In tropical regions, mating begins in early autumn and in cold regions in late autumn, which is accompanied by the horning of the holes to bushes such as goon. In this season, a special smell is secreted from the glands located at the bottom of the male's tail. This pungent smell is very persistent due to being soluble in fat and the hair being stained with animal urine and sweat, and it remains until spring when the hair is replaced. During the mating season, there are fierce fights between the males. Stronger males with longer horns form a harem, consisting of 5 to 15 females. The holes try to impress the rival by different gestures and showing the horns. Sometimes the parties get up on their feet and tighten the horns while coming down. They beat each other in some cases. About 10 to 15% of goats do not get pregnant for various reasons, including the small number of goats. The duration of pregnancy is 150 to 160 days. At the time of giving birth, the goats go to safe areas. They give birth to 1 and often 2 and rarely 3 children. At this time, a large number of scavengers usually fly over the heads of goats to eat the remnants of childbirth, such as placenta. In 1375, more than 1,000 doves were observed at Cheshmgardo located in Bhima National Park during the birth of goats. After a day or two, the cubs are able to follow their mother on the rocks. The weight of goats is about 3 to 4 kilograms and they feed on mother's milk until 4 to 5 months and become adults after about 2 to 3 years. The color of the gray babies is yellowish and they have dark hair on the face and front of the legs. The length of horns in goats is shorter than the ears. Goats are one of the ancestors of domestic goats and are able to mate and reproduce. The lifespan of goats and goats in nature is about 12 to 15 years. Natural predators include wolves, leopards, and lynxes, but goats may be hunted by birds of prey and hyenas.